Hello and welcome to another review. Today we have Power to the People. And before I do anything else, I'll go straight into the big question and tell you if I think it's worth buying it in early access. And my answer is yes. Now, before we go into any details on why I think it is, just remember to like this video and to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Today, I will do things a little bit different and try a new format for this. I'll start talking about what the game actually is. And Power to the People is actually a resource management game. So what you do is basically building and maintaining a power grid while the city grows and there are more cities that come into play. The whole purpose of the game is to see if you can manage this growth and keep providing power to the people. So keeping the lights on is your main goal here. Now, I will break my decisions into the pros and cons of the game. I'll start with the pros. In my opinion, the attention to details in this game is just amazing. Seriously, if you're playing this, please take some time, zoom in, and take a look at what's happening. Take a look at what's happening during the day, and at night, when something fails, when something goes right, that is always a nice detail that you can look at and find something interesting. The attention that they put into this was really, really nice, which also takes me to the next point, which is graphics. And more specifically, the buildings and the models that they use for like trees, buildings, terrain, and all that sort of stuff. They are just also like they look really good. I'm really pleased to see this game, and I quite enjoyed looking at what was happening on the screen. It's quite satisfying. Another pro for the game is actually the sound effects. So everything has a sound. You can hear the environment, you can hear the power plants, you can hear the city, you can hear everything in the game. And this is quite nice. It just makes you dive deep into what's going on and just feel like you're really there and managing all those people and living in that region, which is quite nice. And talking about that's quite nice, it's actually quite fun to play the game. So that's a nice balance, I think, between the management and what's going on. Although I'm talking about this from the early access demo, and which is available on Steam, by the way, and there is just one difficulty available. And I'll talk about this in a second, but this is fun. You spend time, you look at your power plants, at your house and buildings that require power and how to provide all that. So I had a good time playing this game. And the final pro for this game is actually the feedback. So what I mean by feedback, Hermes Interactive, the developer, they are listening to what everyone is saying, and they are really making changes based on feedback. And this is powerful, and this is what makes a lot of these games make it worth it. Because at the end of the day, when they release the full version, all this feedback will be in there and the game will be much more enjoyable. If you just want to give it a try, you can play the demo available in the Steam not workshop, just Steam library or the Steam store to be more exact. And then you can come back with your own conclusion. But if you do have feedback, please provide feedback to them. I think they get mostly feedback from their Discord server, and they are very receptive. Now, let's go into the cons. The first con of this game is actually the difficulty. So I said that there was just one difficulty available, right? Yes, and that's the easy mode. And to be honest, the easy mode is quite balanced and quite challenging as it is right now. So that's interesting. I believe they'll have to make some changes on the difficulties that they have available. I can't imagine like how the hard difficulty will look like, but I'll give then the benefit of the doubt. Although I'm saying this is a con, it is at the moment. I don't know how that's gonna be, so just keep that in mind. That's why this didn't weigh too much on my decision on if the game is worth or not. Now the second one is actually music. Although they have like quite nice music in the background, I think this doesn't actually link with everything else that's happening. Sometimes it doesn't even feel that there are any music, and I would just like the music to pop a little bit more and be more part of the game and what's happening. There is one more for the game, which is replayability. Now, this is questionable, and the reason I'm saying that is because I think it depends on what you like and the types of game you like. So you have a lot of challenges. I think the demo has just 2, but they release a lot more of the final version. But I believe, I don't know, it's for me, if I play it once, then I'll be done. I might be able to play like twice to try a harder difficulty or something like that. But I think that's a limited replayability. Now, that's me. I know that there are players that like to play it and optimize, and game is good for that. You can play in different ways and try in different styles and try different things to get a better score at the end. And I think it's worth it. But for me, I think it is not that playable multiple times over and over. Nothing like City Skylines, if you can compare, right? Now, one more point, and this is not a pro or con, this is just me saying that due to the feedback that they accept and provide, that there is a lot of quality of life improvements coming down the line. That's good, but which also means that there are a lot of things that need to be improved in the game, just to make things easier to manage, and especially on the end game when you have a lot of cities, a lot of people, and there is a lot going on everywhere. It's good to have those quality of life improvements. But it's coming, they are listening to the feedback, and I think this is great. In conclusion, is it worth it? Yes, it is. I think the pros outweigh the cons, and as I mentioned, some of the cons, they might be changing later on. So yeah, go for it. It's also free to play the demo. You can play 2 cities, and I believe this is enough for you to have an idea what this is about and how it works. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this review, please don't forget to leave a like. If you want to have a bigger and longer conversation, consider joining my Discord server or just leave a message in the comment section. And also, don't forget to subscribe so you can see more reviews like this one and let's play on some games. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.